fly a million miles away somewhere, just me and you. Come we go MIA somewhere far from this bush. Let's fly a million miles away somewhere, just me and you. I don't care where we go, as long as so far, so far, so far from here. It's about time I took a little trip. I need to clear my head.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Jamal. Big Maul, you know. You know what it is, man. Another episode of Get It Together with Big Maul. And, we doing it. We doing it for the culture. We doing it for the family. We doing it for the world. We doing it for the people that want to get in touch with their inner selves and hold themselves accountable and feel relatable at the same time, man. And know that they are not alone. So what's up, y'all, man? I hope y'all been doing good. I hope y'all had a great week. And I hope you guys had a great weekend. In this past week, hope you guys did exactly what you set out to do. As I always say, I hope you crushed some goals. Hope you realized some things, made some moves, and it was blessed, full of abundance. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day outside, man. It's nice. The wind is blowing. It's really breezy, man. Time coming up. It's breezy, but there's not a cloud in the sky from what I can see. Yeah, man, it's a good vibe. Good vibe. I had a great week myself, just really tapping in with the workouts. I will say I'm proud of myself on this journey that I've been on as far as my fitness and, in every aspect, because it's hard sometimes to unlearn habits that you've pretty much carried or learned since, a young age, since a child. It's hard to unlearn some habits that you were accustomed to and that you enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Whether you stop doing it in moderation or you cut it off completely, which is up to you. But, as far as my journey goes, I wanted to stop doing things completely, man. Cutting down on the sugar or cutting off the sugar, and whether it be drinks or candies, cakes, and all these different desserts and whatnot. And, that's been hard the last couple of years. It's been hard because, we love our sweets and all of that stuff. And I grew up drinking Kool-Aid and like I said, just eating candies and all this other stuff, man. Rest in peace. She was a great cook. She could cook anything, she could bake anything. So I always had like the best stuff, when it comes to that. So, but yeah, I've been in the gym, I've been doing good. I've been feeling good. I've been killing it, man. I'm proud of myself and where I'm at right now with my fitness, and we're gonna keep it going. And I don't even know why I decided to share that little tidbit with you, but I did, because that's not what this episode is about. But I just felt like I had to say that, man. Maybe I just motivated someone or encouraged someone to either start or continue going. You know what I'm saying, on their journey, and know that it's okay to struggle. It's okay to wake up some days and not want to go, and not having that energy, not wanting to be around people, or just not wanting to move your body like that, or whatever the case is. But hey, man, just lock in, man. Take it one day at a time, and you got it. You know what I'm saying? But what I want to talk about today is actually it's really a question. And I want you to look inside yourself and ask yourself this question. When it comes to friendship or any type of relationship, sometimes we get upset with our folks, and we want to tell them about, what they're not doing, or something that they said that may have hurt us, or whatever the case is. But when is the last time that you checked yourself? What are you bringing to the table when it comes to a relationship? What are you doing? That's so grand. What are the benefits of being in a relationship with you, or being having you as a friend? What are the benefits? And then I don't mean just every now and then again, if I see you, I say, hey, or if I see you on social media, I comment on your post and we have a little conversation in the comments. No, I'm talking about a friend that we talk every day or every other day, and we come together regularly, and we're really locked in. We know some secrets about each other, and you kind of like one of the first phone calls when there's something going on. Those type of relationships. Like, what do you bring to the table? Are you bringing good energy to the table? Are you bringing positive energy to the table? What are you bringing? You know what I'm saying? Are you bringing turmoil to my life? Are you adding turmoil to their life? Are you adding just more controversy? It's important that we have people in our lives that have a goal. And, we can all want to be different things. You may want to be a lawyer. Your friend may want to be a doctor or a teacher. Your other friend, he or she maybe want to become, a nurse, or they may want to go into the military and become a drill sergeant or a technician. There's so many things in life that we can do and that we can have aspirations to be, but the common goal is being successful, being somebody, leaving a legacy and an imprint for your kids, for your family name, and just getting the most out of life, realizing what your purpose is and going after that and fulfilling that, or doing your best to before your window closes. That's a common goal that everybody in your circle should share. You know what I'm saying? You don't all have to be the same thing in life, but the goal, the journey should be the same. I always ask myself, I always do like an evaluation of my friends, and I started doing this, I'd say, when I was about, 26. About 26 or 27, I started really examining my circle because, in my head, I'm like, I'm getting older now, and I really don't want to surround myself with people that don't want to win in life. And I don't want to surround myself with people that won't do any critical thinking or self-examinations. They don't want to hold themselves accountable for their actions. They're not growing, internally. They're not doing that work. They're not doing that healing work. You know what I'm saying? Just watching them have conversations with me or people around them, whether it be family members or coworkers, do they gossip about everybody? We love gossip. Are they being fake? Are they being two-faced? Because if they're being two-faced toward someone else, they can very well do that to you. That doesn't always end up being this, but that could happen. So you think about that. You know what I'm saying? And those are like some of the things that I started questioning about my circle. And honestly, there were some people that I ended up removing without conversation. And I'll tell you why. Because at an older age, 20s, 30s, that's not 40s, 50s, that's not old to me. But, as you grow, as you get older in life, people are aware of what they do, but they do it because maybe they think you don't have a backbone to support you. You're not going to stand on your own 2 feet. You're not going to stand on business, as they say. You're not going to, just maybe even check them. Or they figure that you're so nice that, you won't do anything that requires separation between the two. You won't leave, essentially. So they do whatever it is that they want to do. They leave, they come back, they treat you however they feel like treating you. They don't essentially care about your feelings. They're aware of what they're doing, but they don't care about your feelings. They don't care about how everything is making you look or feel, how you're perceiving what they're doing to you. And I examined that, and I came to a conclusion about that with 2 of my friends. And I didn't have a conversation with them because they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because we would have, me and these other 2 people, not together, but separately. I would have a conversation with this one, and I would have a conversation with this one. And, there would be conversations with them talking about how, people are fake, and this person did something to them and they thought they were solid and etc. and it hurt them and all. But then, you're doing the same thing to me. And we know hurt people. Okay, I understand. But to an extent, it's like, if you know what someone did that hurt you, then heal. Then heal from that. So you won't tarnish a friendship that's genuine. Coming from the other side is genuine, and it's love, and it's actually real. You know what I'm saying? So I had to walk away from those friendships because they were no longer serving me. the elevation of my mind continued to rise, and my spirit just did not resonate with the conversations we were having, and the vibes just weren't the same. The vibes weren't, I wouldn't say they weren't friendly, but the vibes just weren't what they used to be. It just didn't flow, and it didn't feel genuine. And it wasn't a feeling of being uncomfortable around these people, but it was uncomfortable knowing that that is what it was at that moment, at that time, in that realization. And I had two choices: to either continue to be around that or remove myself from that and just go about my life, wish them well. And I had to wish them well. And then you start thinking about, once you do that, once you separate people, this is what I found out through time. Once you separate yourself from people and things, and you just sit back and you start seeing things, you start looking at them differently. You start seeing them in a new light, and you start recognizing things that you may have not noticed when you were close with these people. And then, or you will start noticing things that will remind you of certain experiences that you saw this person go through or did, or you went through with them. And you say, you know what, wow, this reminded me of that time where they said such and such towards me, or did this towards me or someone. That's crazy. That's not right. That's wrong. That's not something a good person would do. Something a solid person would do. You start seeing their habits and their ways, and you like, I don't want to associate with that person ever again. Like, I wish you well on your journey. I pray that you remove yourself from these toxic habits that you're carrying. But I don't want to be around that. You can't be around me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm never going to say I want people around me to be perfect. I want people around me to buy me stuff. No. You don't have to buy me anything. No one's perfect. I just want people around me that's solid. People that I can trust. People that I can have conversation with without them constantly checking their phone and scrolling Facebook while we're having a conversation. I want to be able to look you in the eyes and talk. I want to be able to feel genuine love and support coming from you. And I want to be able to give that back without worrying if I'm going to receive that back from you. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said earlier, just having a common goal, and that's just to be successful and to leave a legacy and to find your purpose and operate in that lane space that will enable you to obtain whatever your purpose is. You know what I'm saying? And to always continue to climb, always continue to grow, always continue to ask questions and be curious about life and just everything in general that's positive and that will impact your world or the world. You know what I'm saying? And I want friends that's gonna be like, if we do end up having time that we don't speak because life gets in the way, we can pick right back up where we left off, and it's nothing awkward. It's not like, man, you didn't check on me in a while, or this and that and the third. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. You know what I'm saying? I want to trust you to know that you got my back, and you won't operate in a way that has me curious about if you said something behind my back. If you come to me and you tell me that you were somewhere in the room and there were people in there or a person there that didn't care for me, and they were just dogging me out, bad mouthing me, and just trying to, dump on my name, you check them. Because you care about me, you love me, I'm your friend, and you're not going to disrespect someone like that in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Or they're not going to disrespect me in front of you. And that goes a long way, because if I consider you a friend, I don't care where I'm at. No one's going to disrespect you in front of me. I'm going to tell them, I'm going to tell them exactly how I feel. If that's a place where I can remove myself from, if it's not some type of event or at work or whatever the case is, if I can remove myself literally, physically, then I'm leaving. I'm not going to sit there and listen to that. But I am going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to tell you that that's wrong. And I'm going to tell you, like, That's my brother, that's my sister, that's my etc. You're not gonna talk about them like that. You know what I'm saying? And I really came into this, other than just me thinking about this as I was getting closer to my 30s, but also just watching the way that my god sister moved. Rest in peace. My god sister Shanora was like the epitome of a solid person. If she loved you, she displayed that love. Whether it was calling to check on you or texting you, whether it's pulling up to an event you were having, whether it was supporting you, praying for you, giving you her last and having no problems with it because she knows that you needed that. And then she would figure that out. She would figure out things for herself afterwards, you know? And if she did not like you, if she could not, if her spirit didn't resonate with you, you would know it because she would not speak to you. She would not look at you. She would act as if you were not there. So you might as well not even come around, you know? There was no faking it. There was no pretending to like this person. And then, you know, after that person was gone, saying, I can't stand this person. There was never any, like, even keeping people on social media that she didn't like, that there was none of that. So I drew a lot, or I can say I still draw a lot from her, and just watching the way that she moved and the way that she treated me and the way she treated others that were important to her in her life. And, you know, people like that you need around you, you know, because you can learn from your circle. Your life can literally be upgraded just because of your circle. When you see your friends doing good, chasing after their goals, that's going to motivate you to do the same, because you have people in your life that have ambition. You have people in your life that want to be something. You have people in your life that, you know, they are confident, they are secure within themselves. They're real with themselves. They're real with others. You got to have people in your life that you can learn from, and, you know, be willing to be taught, but that you can learn from, and then vice versa. Have people in your life that are willing to learn from you, willing to, you know, not think smaller of themselves because they come to you for advice or they come to you for some type of support. Even if they have questions, if you're doing something that they are interested in and they need help in that lane, you know, they don't feel jealous of you, of your success, and they definitely don't feel as if they can't ask you for help. You know what I'm saying? It's so many levels to just being solid. You know, so many levels to being solid. And not everyone is solid. Not everyone is who they say they are. I don't like being around people that boast and brag about what they have or what they have done. Your credentials speak for themselves. You know, the way that you impact in people's lives, they definitely will speak for themselves. And those people will talk about you in rooms that you aren't in. They will talk good up for your name. They will refer to you as someone special in their lives. If you're doing some type of work that, if you're a therapist, if you're a psychologist, if you're a mechanic, if you different things, like me as a podcaster, as a content creator, you know, I got people in my life that will refer a person to my content or to my podcast, or will share my videos to someone that they feel like they can use that and they need that in that moment. And my words, they feel like my words will resonate with their spirit and it will help them see things more clearly. People like that in your life, you know, and then vice versa. So it's important. It's important to have those people in our lives. But are we doing that? Are you bringing that to the table? Are you bringing something solid to the table? Are you bringing solidness? Are you bringing a different type of love that is needed to a friendship? Are you bringing respect? Are you bringing understanding? Are you bringing patience? Are you bringing realness to the table? What are you bringing? You know, you have to be willing, and you have to be ready to hold yourself accountable. You have to be willing and ready to accept your own faults and then work on them. and then be proud of who you are. Have some integrity about yourself, have some courage, have some confidence, have some respect about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Work on yourself. That way that when you get into a friendship, if you get into a relationship, you can bring your best to the table. You can bring your best. And and you do that. And if the friendship fails, if the relationship doesn't work, it's not only you. Because you brought your absolute best. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe that person wasn't a good person. And God said, I'm going to remove them from your life because I don't want them to affect you and change you as a person. So, examine yourself. Examine yourself this week and ask yourself, in terms of your relationships, what are you bringing to the table? Are you bringing something to the table? Are you bringing it? Or do you have work to do? If you don't have work to do, which I feel like we all will always have work to do, because there's always room for improvement. There's always room for growth. But if you ain't bringing nothing to the table, it's time to get to work. It's time to get to work. And if you are on that path, if you are a great friend, if you know that you are genuine, then continue to be that. Continue to be that. Continue to grow. Continue to spread that in your relationships. But if you got some people that ain't doing that in your life, hey man, it might be time to cut them off. And that's all I got for today, man. That's all I got. Y'all need to get out there and ask yourselves, what do you bring to the table? Look in the mirror. What am I bringing to the table? What am I doing? What is it? I might have some more work to do. Okay? Y'all enjoy y'all week, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all enjoy the week. Enjoy the weather if you got good weather. Crush some goals. Do your thing. Shouts out to every listener, wherever you are. Share this podcast, like this podcast, comment on this podcast. Go check out all my content on every social media platform at Jamal Butler. Holla at me, man. You know what I'm saying? 2025, we going up. And spring is around the corner, so we got these flowers and all these different things starting to bloom, man. It's a wonderful feeling. I love it. And I don't know, man. I think that's it. That's all I got for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. Have a great week. Like I said, God is always good. And you go out there and be good. Make sure you bring in something to the table. You dig what I'm saying? I will catch y'all next time. Peace.